say, I'm not even coming in. But when you start, your quarterback is saying things, your offensive linemen are saying things about you now to where it's going to make it hard for you to want to come back in there and look them face to face and then earn, well, number one, them respect you and you respect them. It would never work. And with this last deal, the whole going in my locker,
yeah.
Like, come on, Marcel. Like, y'all, we are in that building, and that's like our home.
Yeah.
The locker room is like our own bedroom. That's our own sacred place.
That is true.
If you walk in the locker room, the first thing you say if you see somebody else, what you doing in my locker? 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 Be your best friend. So, yeah, this
is a little nasty. It feels personal for the Steelers.
It does feel personal. Some of it feels tongue-in-cheek. I mean, they're smiling. They got social media. They got camera phones. All the things that didn't exist in our...
Yeah.
Certainly not your day.
Whatever.
So, I mean, maybe it's a little bit of the immaturity mixed with the opportunity of like, oh, we're still going to be boys. We're still going to talk. We're going to still hang. But
they're going to be boys.
I think so. Look,
they talked about the man's money this offseason. Big Ben just said, man, I'm glad I ain't got to talk about this no more. Now we're going to loot his locker and put it on tape. But we're going to be cool.
You got to look at it through the lens of which they're trying to portray this. There's a millennial out there. There's this existence out there where this is not a nasty divorce. This is more like your main just stop hitting you back. And you talk
That's nasty to me.
It hurts me too. But hang out with some of these youngsters. They're like, man, they just stopped texting me. I'm like, oh, really? That's it? Yeah, that's how I go now. Like, they break up through text. They're so informal now that we look at it like, hold on, you didn't drive over there, look her in the eye and say it's over? Like, no one does that anymore. No more paper routes. No more milkman. Right. Like, all that
is just gone. Swipe left. They used to swipe right, now they swipe left, and it's over.
I just think the guys in that locker room are touched more than Le'Veon is. When you listen to Big Ben say, I mean, he didn't text. Why you got to even tell me that? He didn't even respond back to my text.
Like you said, those guys are kind of touchy about it. But as Le'Veon, he's like, he's distanced himself from that. But we know this much here. The Steelers have never been a team that's going to overpay their players. They don't. They just don't do it. They're going to pay you what they think is fair. And if you don't go with it, so be it.
I can guarantee this. And Marcellus, trust me on this. Le'Veon Bell right now is in some booth working on a rap diss track about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Trust me on it. Le'Veon's a rapper. We've seen he's putting out a diss track over this. I guarantee in the next 2 weeks, this is an ugly divorce. And then the last point, and Eric, I'll start with you first. I just wonder, James Conner's done an amazing job when he thought he was just a placeholder and trying to do as much as he can while Le'Veon was gone before Le'Veon got back. Do you think in any way, now that the job is actually his, do you think the pressure or it might change his performance, productivity, and energy now that the job is actually his?
No, not at all. I think he always wanted the job. You know, he probably wouldn't have the job as long as Le'Veon is there. I think even for the offensive line, they're going to even block that much more for James Conner, because this is our guy now. You know, he's a downhill runner. We don't have to wait and all that patience stuff. And James Conner's going to give you his best. So I think this is a great opportunity for him, and he's taking full advantage of it.
Oh, look, from a guy who came into the league in a rotation where I knew it wasn't my job, so every time I went out there, it felt like I was playing for gravy, which I think is some of James Conner's mindset before this moment. And now, oh, this is me. Now I'm playing for security. There's a different mindset. There's a different pressure. There's a different expectation. But he has certainly met him to this point. Look at the numbers. The most touchdowns rushing that Le'Veon Bell has ever had is 9. He already has 10. I mean, the most Le'Veon's ever had in a season combined is 11. He's already had 11. So the guy is sitting there playing with house money. I think he'll ride that. This is not insanity. This is going to go a lot further.
Yeah, I still think you miss a guy like Le'Veon Bell. Anytime you have to replace a guy with that ability, you will miss that. It's not that you can't replace it and you can't pull from other areas, but that's just the thing. It doesn't take just one guy to replace a guy like Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, is James Conner playing outside his mind right now? Of course. But we all know this is how we gauge. Can he sustain that? Will he sustain that? Not just this year, because next year, and the year after, and the year after.
Yeah, that's
When D coordinators get serious,
Yes.
it's no longer this joke. Or when Le'Veon's coming back, it's like, oh, you the man?
Oh, you the guy?
Oh, you the guy? Okay, we got something.
Yeah, we got something for you.
Look, I just think the Steelers have handled this like they won this divorce. And I just don't think they have. I think it's hard to win a divorce. I came up with this last night. I hope and pray that somehow, and I'm not a huge Colts fan, but Indianapolis is my hometown. If he gets to the Colts with Andrew Luck, we're going to see who lasts.
And Ebron, that tight end, who was leading the league at tight end touchdowns. Here's the thing I'm noticing about the Steelers, why they're so happy, is because what did they win with Le'Veon Bell? Think about it. Like, a lot of regular season games, 13-3 last year. Any Super Bowl championships with Le'Veon? I mean, this is how it gets cutthroat upstairs. We can let that ride, y'all, because we have not won it all with this guy. Let's try with someone else.
We're saving $17 million this year. So look at that.
Right.
We're saving, baby, $14 million. James Conner is making less than $1 million. That's a big saving. You know, teams are all about money, too.
You know what? I said that about Le'Veon going to the Colts. When Eric went to the Colts, nothing happened. We didn't win a Super Bowl. Nothing happened. No one benefited. And Jeff George didn't benefit. I didn't benefit. No one benefited.
Give me something I can slap him. Give me that cone over there.
Later in the show, we'll give you our approval ratings for Le'Veon Bell. And Uncle Jimmy will be here to stir things up. Also,